Bust. 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 Robust. Bust. Robust. Urban garlic flavor.
Man, I look way more confused than I actually am. Hello, everyone. Dark Side Rich here. Yeah, that beat was just like plug and play from Splice, though, admittedly. That I can't really take credit for that beat. I know a lot of people fucking do. I just don't understand it. It's like, dude, you're literally just... I know like people are purists with samples. Oh, you're taking someone else's thing and chopping it, but I'm like they're moving that middleman out of the way. You don't even have to be creative with how you fucking chop up a sample. Cause he's in California, dude. He'd be streaming with me if he was here. I've debated. I got to see what his internet's about in terms of speed. I was debating maybe doing like once a week with him, but he's not like a talker, man. Like how it works with him and I is like he's in the room and we like bounce, like he bounces off my weirdness and vice versa. So what's up, every various melons? How are you? Bringing my various melons to the table. Hello, everybody on Twitch. So yeah,
there you goes, boys.
Various melons, thank you. So we'll wait a few minutes. Basically, I got read, not from a doctor. It has nothing to do with that, but I see Lauren and other people saw me going down the same path again with my non-existent schedule. Like I'll get obsessed with working on something and then I'll literally work on it, which is strange because with what I'm about to say, I'll literally work on it until like 4 a.m., right? Sometimes the sun's coming up. Yet I accomplish nothing.
Goes, boys.
Because
of a British man.
Thank you, Neil.
Crumpets.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you very much. And what I was basically like, you're going down doing the same shit again that you did the rest of the time you were on YouTube. And how many more times do you have to go into this hole where you get overly obsessed with working on one thing and nothing else gets done? You just need to do some kind of fucking schedule or this is not going to work. You can't... What was that? Ah, Mr. Gibb, thank you for subscribing over on Twitch. Let me pop out the chat. And what the final straw was... again, I went stupidly. There we go. I was working on that eGPU thing, right? And to go to bed at like 2 in the morning, I didn't even think. I drank like one of the low milligram energy drinks, right? The next thing I know, it's fucking 5 in the morning. The sun is out and I'm not asleep. I'm like, this is not sustainable. This is fucking insanity. What am I doing? Like I got to 6-figure subs again. And I'm gonna fuck it up because I can't be consistent with anything because I'm trying too hard, which is having the reverse effect. So what I'm gonna do, it's actually gonna start Tuesday, because the reason why I'm saying Tuesday is I'm going to, with my kids, to a day camp on Monday. I very well may be back, but I'm being over abundance of caution because I think everyone thinks this is going to last for 3 days. And I don't want it to be where the very first day I'm like, yeah, I'm not back in time. Sorry. But approximately, that's awesome, man. No more blood pressure meds. I was gonna start like, oh, I'll start streaming at 3:30. I don't know if he's here. DL5 actually, oddly enough, gave me that idea. But I'm like, I'm gonna push it to 4:30. Here's why. When I get a video up, I don't want it to die. They definitely, I have proven this time. I've talked to you guys about it. If you upload a video and you go right into streaming, it doesn't matter what the video is about, unless it's like so major, it's like a once in a lifetime thing. Like Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually coming to the Amico, which would, what the fuck, but you get my point. So yeah, man, it's, and what happens is like, what if I get something to, and I've always felt like I would get stuff to review from a fucking company.
There you goes, boys.
Yeah, I'm
Richard
falling
Tomorrow,
back.
Old habits. LMAO, you're a good man.
Yeah, and I see myself going, thank you, 15 months. I'm like, I'm falling back into the same hole. Like, I'm working on shit, but then like, what happens if you said you're going to upload shorts? It says you're going to do this. Like, stop. Again, I always have this habit of doing this with my fingers, like I'm tweaking nipples. I always have this habit of, instead of like pacing everything, I do too, and then like, and I try to do too much and then nothing gets done. And like, what's the definition of insanity? To do the same thing over and over again and expect the same result. Here I am. And it just has to stop. And like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll stream from like, let's say, give or take 10 minutes. Some days I might start at 4:20. Some days I may start at 4:40, but it'll be around that time. So I get done, we go till 8:30. If I hit the goal, we'll go till 10:30. We'll do for 50 members / subs. And then I could at least record the videos afterwards. If I have a news story or I'm working on that boss game, the Intel one, I could at least record something from it. Next day, either I have the news or whatever edited, I upload it, go live, go stream. Like, why is that so fucking hard? You know, I got it because I always go down that rabbit hole where I get really into something and then everything else gets fucked up. And I can't, it's just, I got to stop doing it. I have to fucking cut the fucking cord. It's insanity. So there is that. And the good news is how, Rich, you're going to stop doing this in 3 days. How do I know well, here's the good thing. If unless it has something to do with my kids, I think everyone will be understandable of that. If I'm like, oh shit, I gotta rearrange something, then I have to do the next stream I do. I have to be shirtless and it has to be at least 4 hours. So the next stream I do, if I miss a stream, you get to see me shirtless for 4 hours. Aren't you excited? And I do the thing too. This is the other thing where I'm like, when I went to bed and I couldn't fall asleep because I stupidly drank caffeine at 2 a.m. I mean, it affects me physically too, man. Like, I'm not,
Which you can twist my nipples anytime you want.
That's what I'm here for.
I like it.
Donald, in the worlds of Shania Twain, that don't impress me much.
Donald Trump's nipples, I have to go tweak on the floor. Thank you, Neil. And like, when I was like, I feel like shit. When I go to bed super late, like the next day, like yesterday, I went to bed super late today. I slept like shit. And my whole day I'm like totally off kilter. But, you know, and I know everyone's going to say it's not going to last, and that's fine. I get it. I earned that. I'm fine with that. But, yeah, it feels like shit. I feel like shit. I don't like that either. So there's that. I'll let time show what I do with that. That's the only thing I can do, you know, rich tomorrow shit. Speaking of which, no, Twitch is still where the controversial stuff is going to go. I know I'm just kicking the can down the road with that. Who's messaging me? Okay. But it needs to get done. I'm playing with fire here still. I know that. I'm just kind of like, I guess, apprehensive about moving those kind of streams to there and Kick. So I've been kind of procrastinating it. I'm not even going to make an excuse, but that is going to end Monday, next Monday. That will be the 15th. No, that's a lie. Will be the 17th, where I will be doing like a subathon over on Kick. Yeah, man, I it's all about balance, and I suck at balance, and I have to stop sucking. Throbbing, I'll get to you in a second, dude. I see the bits. And yeah, like, I know I'm doing it solo, but it's not anything. Like, if I balance my like, I just have to do it, and it's not even for just this. Like, I'll physically feel better, you know. That's the other thing too. And the thing I'll have to say, the late streams, like the ones where I was streaming till like 5, I can't do them. They fuck me up for days. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them. I know there's a lot of people here that like them. There's, because it's a different audience that time of day. And like, I get a ton of support. We saw it the other day. I just can't do it though. Because it fucks up my next day. It fucks up other stuff I have to do with this channel. It fucks up other IRL stuff I have to do. And I don't, dare I say, bounce back from that. And the thing is, beyond me even just being 45, like when I used to do this stuff when I was younger, I was I had nothing else to do, you know? I like, you know, if I would, back in like 2013, I would work on something till 3 or whatever. And then I would just roll out of bed and fucking talk about news over gameplay footage. Those days are long gone. So yeah, everyone's like, what are you doing, man? It's like, you look like shit. I could tell when you're up too late because you look like shit. You don't get anything that you really want. Like, how many more times do you need to do this where you don't get the same? So it's all right. So you get the stream in every day. Okay, it's not 9 hours long, but you still do a 6-hour stream if you hit the goal. You're consistent with the streams, and you'll still have time to at least start working on something, or get a short done, or get a news story done, or get a part of a review recorded. You know? And they're right. They're like, you know, because like I said, if I was going to see if I hit 6-figure subs by the end of this year, I did. And if I didn't, I would have, you know, just did this as a side thing. But now that here I am, time to fucking fix shit. You know, and I'm like, yeah, you know, you've talked about similar things 1,000 times, but, and that's the thing. Like I said, I was going to do like a short every day, and I'm like, but then I lose my mind. And I'm like, why am I up at 4 a.m, like testing it in eGPU right now? What the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why couldn't have I streamed from like 4 to 10, done this for a couple hours and been to bed at a normal time so I don't wake up feeling like I'm fucking hungover? Like, what is this? Why couldn't I have done this at 10:30 at night till like 1? Go to bed, you have everything recorded, then you could go edit. Like, it's just, and again, I have to like look in the mirror, like, yeah, this is literally the definition of insanity. You're going down the same road again where you're gonna, and then you miss out. Like, I want to talk about Asmongold. Why haven't I talked about that yet? It's not even stretching myself thin, dude. It's just time management. I have to grow the fuck up and get better at time management, Jay. And I have to not get like, not even saying this to be like autistically obsessed with something like, oh, I got the eGPU, so let me stay up for fucking till 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Let's be, I don't want to over exaggerate, testing it. Why? Why couldn't I have just had it ready here? We hit the goal. I'm here till 10:30 p.m. streaming. It's right here. I could test it, record it on the fucking 4K Elgato, and then go to bed and then wake up at 8 or 9. Why? Why can't I do that? Why do I need to be an idiot and sitting there till 5 a.m. overdoing it? It's dumb. It's self-inflicted, stupid fucking stress for no reason. It's insanity. Like, sometimes, man, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's, you look in the mirror like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And when I was sitting there again, eGPU is cool, by the way. When I was sitting there again, stupidly, this is not caffeinated. This is Sprite, Diet Sprite. At 5 a.m, and like the sun's up, like I feel this draining me. Like the other day too, and like it was fun, man. And I did well that stream. I can't complain, but man, I felt it, dude. When I ended the stream, what time did I end it at? 5? Time management's always been an issue with me. I'm like, I can't fucking do this anymore. I can't.
Reminds me of when I used to work third shift at my job. I swear, man, people just aren't built to be up all night.
Yeah, I'm not. I have to, Green. You're right. I'm not. I just have to accept it, and it fucks up my whole next day. It fucks up just me outside of here, fucks up my content, obviously, fucks up my live streams, fucks up like other obligations I have. Like, I gotta go to bed at a human hour. Most of my income comes from streaming. And if I'm skipping a whole bunch of stuff to benchmark a computer stupidly until 5 a.m, that's insanity. That's insanity. I'm just shooting myself in the foot willingly, and I have no one else to blame but me. And they're like, man, it's going to start fucking with all the caffeine I'm drinking. That's why, man, I got to stop with that too. I have more caffeine in me than I have fucking blood. This is not caffeine, once again. That would be kind of hypocritical of me. Hassan Piker didn't say that immigrant kids should be shot. He hasn't said anything like that. I have worked nights. You know what I will, this is the thing too. I know it'll help. Here is the thing too, from a selfish perspective. It will definitely, me getting on a schedule beyond everything else, obviously it'll help this channel, will definitely help my mental health. Because I need you to tell me it's not caffeine again, or I won't believe you. It's not caffeine again, so you don't have to, you could still not believe me. Because I know when I get fucking shitty sleep or I go to bed at weird hours, my mental health goes to shit. absolute shit. And I've noticed that too. Like, yeah, this has to end. Like when I heard the birds chirping and I'm like, yeah, I gotta do something. So sorry about burping violently into the mic. Well, I had something else I wanted to tell you too. So next Monday there will be a subathon on Twitch, 8 hours. I ain't doing no 12-hour shit. I have to end it. I have to fucking call it the time of death when old man me can't do that anymore. And that will be, and Kick will also be when I get that up and rolling. Let me put that down too. That will be also when Kick is up and running. Up. So that will be next. Oh man, I can't fucking spell today. Kick goes. Yeah. So that was like that other stream too. I was like, nah, when I did that stream late, I'm like, dude, I can't hang with this shit. And yeah, I'm sure it's age too. I'm not even going to, dismiss that. But, when I did that shit when I was younger, it's all I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I wasn't, when I did a news story back then, it was just literally me blabbering stutters and all over gameplay. So it would, it would take no time to get that up. And your YouTube and Instagram links on your Kick don't work? Really? So. Well, no, it's not about, you're not understanding, Throbbing. It's not about, and I'll get to your other bits in a minute. I know I'm my own boss, but it's when you feel it, I guess when you feel it affect you physically and personally, it kind of makes you take pause and look at it again. Does that make sense? Like what I'm doing right now is doing me no favors.
Make a schedule, you big oaf. It can be a lot,
Shadow,
but learn time management. Not to sound like an agent, but the robust growth is coming back like a gaggle of burly men tearing down the Berlin Wall.
Talking. Why don't I hear? What the fuck is that? Let me go to TTS. Huh. That's so strange. And again, ask me what I touched. I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch a fucking thing. Let's see here. Excuse me.
This is a test message.
That is so bizarre. Let me close. OBS and I'll reopen it real quick. I promise you. You'll see it go dead for a second. Promise you. You'll see it go dead for a second.
It's the day off for today.
What happened here?
Seen how Rockstar being stingy with having the third trailer on Netflix and no news for getting a physical collector's edition.
What the fuck, dude? My audio just... Uh-oh. My motherboard's getting shitty again. All right, I'll read them both off. I'm sorry. My motherboard's getting weird again. What was that about? Unless I hit... No, I know what I did. Motherboard didn't do anything. I bet you I hit a mute key on here. Yep. That's what I did. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry. That was my fault that time. I have to admit it. So I will read them back for you. My apologies about that. I was like, it was just working before. Oddly enough, when I closed and reopened OBS, it did crash though. So there's that. Let's see here. So throbbing, I promise you I'll get to you in a second. There we go. Now this should work.
Make a schedule, you big oaf. It can be a lot, but learn time management. Not to sound like an agent, but the robust growth is coming back like a gaggle of burly men tearing down the Berlin Wall.
I don't know what that means, but muscular men tearing down a wall. Let's go. And I'll read this again for you. So throbbing, let's get to throbbing here.
Just woke up from a 16-hour shift and took the day off for today. Seen how Rockstar being stingy with having the third trailer on Netflix and no news for getting a physical collector's disc.
I almost feel, oddly enough, you would think they
Listen,
wanted...
let chat troubleshoot your PC like me.
I'm still shocked. I have to give Phil credit. I am still fucking shocked that he actually got... I don't care how much hand holding. He's Phil. So, is there sound coming through now? Now no, stop. I'm muted? No, I'm not. You're full of shit. We're literally looking at it right now. Yes, tits are working on Twitch. Yeah, that's so annoying. Why does YouTube do that? Refresh and I shouldn't be. Yeah. So yeah, the reason why I said Tuesday is because I very well may be able to do Monday, but just in case, like I'm at my kids' thing, because I don't want to rush back from that, and I'm there later. I don't want to. You hear me and see me. Why? Thank you. No, it's not your fault, dude. That happens if I like have to restart OBS like that. Sometimes it does weird shit. YouTube. Tomorrow I'll be here, maybe even earlier, but I'm going to keep it at 5 just in case to do the EDP 445 stream. So that'll be interesting. Like I said, Monday. Like I said, it'll be up in the air. Tuesday, I will be doing the 4:30 thing. And the nice thing is, if I don't end up streaming Monday because I'm with my kids too long, that's fine, because then I'll just make sure I get stuff up. And weekends will be wild cards, because I'll probably be with my kids. If I get a stream in, great. If I get a video up, great. If I don't, just like if they're there, it's a bonus. Is this sub only? No, it's not sub only, and other people are super chatting, so I don't think there's an issue with super chatting. He's not really still around. He hasn't really been around EDP since the whole cupcake incident. He's just kind of been infamous, not famous. Oh, isn't like the Kushners involved when the EA buyout, dude? These people are fucking demons and are not hiding it anymore. They used to at least try to pretend. They don't even try to fucking pretend anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, we're this terrible. This is what we're doing. Enjoy. We're gonna bring in End Times too. Enjoy that one. Yeah, it's so disgusting what's going on. I got to talk about Asmongold probably, because I don't think I'm streaming that late tonight. Hey, everybody. 100 subs for 5 a.m. No. Nope. Who's this? Oh. No. Yeah, like... Yeah, dude, I was cool, but I felt it so fucking much. It was just like, I can't do this shit. I can't. Like, yeah, it's cool, you know, and it is fun to do those late streams, and I appreciate the money and, you know, the support, but it just like it fucks me up for like 2 days. It's just that it's just keep it real, it does, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, it was fun and you made decent money, but now you're fucked up for like 2 days, and other things you want to do, you're now behind with. Like, in the end, really what it comes down to, I'm better off just doing shorter streams more days than longer streams here and there. Black Sheep, you sexy bastard, how are you? Five a.m. Yeah. Oh, I'm
There you
kidding,
goes,
dude.
boys.
Yeah. Well, it's not even. Yeah, I'm not in my 20s anymore, and
There you goes,
beyond the
boys.
age thing, which yes, it's part of it. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's not like I could just
There you
roll
goes,
out of
boys.
bed and that's it. Which is also why I fucking blew up back in the day, because I would just like make YouTube videos and just exist. You know, like, yeah, okay, I know that eGPU is cool. I'll actually show you a picture of what I'm doing with it too for the video. Let me see here. Izzy, I'll hit you up with those dimensions too. I don't know if Izzy's here. I made this picture a little weird, but you'll get the idea. Intro guy cock. Oh, that's the picture of him saying, see, Vice President a cock. So that's that little computer I always praise. The minis form. Oh, you can't see it. I gotta switch the screen. Sorry. React.
Wish I could have been there for that beat stream.
There'll be another one. There'll be another one this week, sometime, but there'll be another one. So thank you, Seymour. I appreciate that. This is the dock. That is the Minis Form EM70. Has two USB 4s on there, which is fucking awesome. Granted, one of them you have to use for power, but whatever. And that is going into the AO Star. This also has Oculink too. I have it connected via USB 4 now, but it does work with Oculink too. I tested it. Kind of like you, even though USB 4 doesn't have as much bandwidth, it's close enough, and I just like it because it's safer. It's plug and play. It's hot swappable. You don't have to worry. You can't hot swap Oculink. Actually, it could cause damage if you do. Has 800 watt power supply, so pretty much anything you want to hook to this fucking thing you can. GPU wise, it has supports too, so if you have a long GPU in the back, like I bought it used because I just didn't want to spend fucking $500 of on a 9060 XT. I got a 6700 XT, 10 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm going to plop that on there so it'll work with SteamOS. I tried the 3060 that you see here in Steam. It ain't not a thing yet. This doesn't port. No, I've seen people use 9070 XTs on here. I'm pretty damn sure. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this thing should be able to fucking support almost any card you throw at it. I mean, keep in mind with this too, it still has plenty of performance. Like, obviously, it's not going to give you the same bandwidth as if you were in a PCIe 4.0 slot inside the computer. It's oh man, it's 4x 4x PCIe bandwidth, or PCIe lanes, not 16. No, it works on it. That 3060 works perfect, but not in SteamOS. SteamOS is a no-go, but it's NVIDIA, so that makes sense. So I'm going to get the 6700. Yeah, it's 6700, right? 10 gigabytes. It's longer, so like there's a spacer on the back of the eGPU you put on there to balance the bigger GPU. And that computer, yeah, well, I'm shot today, dude. That computer is so fucking tiny, too. That makes it even cooler. And I like it because it's, you know, it's USB 4, so it's just hot swappable. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to be worried. Natsu, how are you? Yeah, Bazite
Since I
on
installed
point.
Bazite SteamOS and the AMD Radeon 7 works great with the majority of games I own on Steam.
Really? The Radeon 7 too, huh? I mean, the only thing I said I have concerns with this, I positive that power supply that's built in there, I took because it just made the most sense. It has the power supply, it has Oculink, and it has USB 4. Doesn't have Thunderbolt, but whatever. The power supply, yeah, we'll be yawning a lot. Oh, the power supply in there is not 80 plus certified. It's not. So that's a little concerning, especially if you're putting a very expensive GPU on there. But my shoulders look real. What's up, Jeffrey? How are you? Yeah, I know, dude. I'm hurt. That's why I didn't put it up any goals or anything like that. Gamer for life. Thank you for the super chat too, by the way. Well, I think there's another one. There's a cheaper one where it's only Oculink. I don't like.
I see Troll McTrollington met the goal, baby.
What goal? There's no go. Listen. 20 members. I'll stay up till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's go. So yeah, I mean, dude, I remember I used to have an interest in like 2017 with eGPUs, but they had a long way to go back then. Handshaking was a pain in the fucking ass. They were finicky. When this was weird, there was one thing, it was my fault. I didn't you had to disable BitLocker first. Actually, here's something that's kind of interesting and a very Windows thing. On this little computer here, I had Windows 11 Home Edition. To configure the BitLocker settings in Windows to turn it, it's like a thing that for like Jostler dropping 5 memberships like a lunatic. Thank you very much. Wait, is there? No, I'm not staying up till 2:15, but thank you for the members. I didn't even realize I had that up on the stream. I don't even, dude, I don't think I can make a goal to stay up for a half hour. But thank you, Jostler. 11 members, thank you.
There you go, boys.
Me not collapsing on the floor in 30 minutes goal. Let's go. Could you?
There you go, boys.
Rich, Jostler, thank you. Rich, I gave those members. I thought you were staying up till 2:15. I don't think I'll be conscious in like by like 8. So yeah, it's badass, man. It was, like I said, the whole thing that was on me though. I forgot to turn off BitLocker first. Once I did that, GPU just plug it in and it works. Well, thank you, Jostler. I appreciate it. Now it's just ready to go. When I get the 6700, I'll try that with SteamOS. Because back in the day, granted, I overbought a lot of stupid shit, but one of the things I'm glad I did buy a duplicate of is that little computer, because Minius Forum ain't making any more of them. They haven't updated them, and especially with what's going on with the RAM crisis. It was a slim chance before the RAM crisis that they were going to make another one of these. Now it's like in the fucking negatives. So And it's still a badass computer, man. 7840U, 780M integrated graphics. I was just last night benchmarking until the wee hours of the morning, which finally made me snap. I was playing Dead Zone Rogue on here right in the integrated graphics. It's still amazing. 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. One of the most unique and well done computers, not just for mini computers, I've ever used. Easily. Everything about, I mean, the only thing I wish is that because it has 2 USB ports, but one of them you have to use for power. I wish it came with like one extra port that was just for power, so you had full access to the other USB 4. Yeah. So, but besides that, it's an amazing computer. Tons of RAM, still plenty of power with the 7840U. The internal GPU is still on point. And one of them I have has Steam OS on there, so it's literally a Steam machine. I know, man. That's why I'm like, no. I was like, you can't do you can't you stay up for like 3 hours, you're fucked. Yeah, but the weird thing about this, dude, minus you have to sacrifice one of the USB 4s for power. It has a micro SD card slot up to 2 terabytes, has 2 USB-A ports. And I believe both are high speed, dare I say. It has a lot of I/O for its size too. Has a headphone jack. And the thing that's cool about this that I always bring up is that the power supply is just a 65 watt power delivery. Like, so long as it's 65 watts USB-C power delivery, it works.
Old man, hear me. I'm you from the future, and today, from this very day, you would be streaming until 1:59 a.m. That extra minute, you would fall to the floor.
Yeah, dude, I am hurting. I am fucking hurting. So thank you, NYC Batista. I think you guys can tell. Like, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't hang. I can't hang. You know? I think when I got the offer and I appreciated it to stay up late, I'm like, man, I'm overthinking it. And then I'm like, no, I was fucked up. Like, I can't, if I go to bed when the sun is coming up, I'm screwed. And I've been doing that. Well, yeah, they're just so useful, Reptilian. Like, think about this from this, like, say this was your main setup, which it could easily do because the CPU side of this thing is still plenty for 99% of people. An 8-core 16-thread, what was that, Zen 3 Plus, I believe, was 7840U? I don't remember, but 8-core 16 threads, you're still plenty. You know, and yeah, you're going to lose bandwidth because it's, I think even USB 4 is technically considered like 4x PCIe. It's still less bandwidth than Oculink. But when you have like a 3060, you're really going to feel it? No, not really. Not really. Now, if you have a fucking 5090 there, which this actually could support, of course, because, you know, yeah, that's when, because that card's so powerful, you will hit a wall with lack of bandwidth. But even then, you'll still get plenty of power if you were a lunatic and put a 5090 on there, which it actually is capable of powering because it's an 800 watt power supply just for the GPU. You know? Yeah. And if you, especially if you want to use this as a home setup, you could just keep. And the nice thing is that the eGPU, just whether it's USB 4, still have no idea what that light up button is there for. None
6
at all.
rum and cokes.
And,
Switch to gin.
oh, that's so fucking visceral. That's so, God, the drinking is fucking horrifying. But yeah, you could easily have that as a home setup. And it's really fucking works really well. Again, that the button that lights up, I've read for, no one knows what the fuck. Maybe that button was supposed to be on a different model, something important. It doesn't do a fucking thing here, and no one seems to know what it does. So enjoy that one. I don't know what the button does. So I'll figure it out eventually. If it does anything. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it was something meant for... Well, yeah, you would be bottlenecking the crap out of a 5090. Would it still give you very good gaming performance? Yes, but would you? Of course you would be. I mean, it's a very powerful card. And even Oculink. Isn't there a new version of Oculink that came out that gives you even more bandwidth? I don't know. You can't keep up. Do I have the Twitch chat open? I did. I had always on top too. Where did it go? So anyway, hang out for a few more minutes. How long have I been going? Yeah, I got Twitch. I don't understand why it does that, dude. I have always on top on, which means it's supposed to always stay on top, hence the fucking name. But it doesn't always stay on top. Is a 47. Yeah, it's an awesome pairing. Phil, it's high. I don't even know what's going on with Phil. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with him. Like I said, I've been out of the loop. I'll look real quick and see what's up. See, I like interesting things with Phil. Like when memeology, except when it's gaming, I don't care about Phil bitching about fighting games. It's like fucking done to death, right? You know. How do you spell that shit? Hold on one second. Yeah, literally the button does nothing. I'm sorry, I was looking at the button on that eGPU. The button on the front of the AOStar E is intended to act as a power or status switch, but out of the box, it famously does not do anything. It's a cosmetic. So, what the fuck is the point? Why would you have a button that does nothing on an eGPU? Would I be concerned about buying a used Honda with 117K miles? Nope. Just make sure it's not burning oil and you have the transmission and engine checked.
I just finished reading that copy of Boswell's Guide on How to Live with an Enormous Cock I got from the library. What a page turner. I'd let you borrow it, but I'm going to go stare at a wall.
And wait for my shrimp. Do the 2017 Civics have CVTs? I think they just make sure you get the transmission. And look, just do some research. What generation Civic was that? Is it deemed to be a reliable generation? What are some of the sticking points to it mechanically when issues do occur? What is the yearly maintenance? Like the average an average person who owns a similar Civic to that, what is the yearly maintenance? Are the CVTs, if it has one, I don't know. I think it does at that generation. Are they known to fucking be like older Nissan CVTs, or are they good? You know? I mean, there's another car, because I'm just looking to get something that's just solid. Ugly as shit, but certain generations of Impalas or tanks. I would say you could get that cheaper. I agree with what
Did you
Phantom
hear CC
streams.
Unit facing 10 years federal prison?
No, why?
Rich, how dare you? We're not watching my robust and meaningful content.
Refill. I'll give you something robust and meaningful.
Oh man, listen. Stan's gonna have his fucking barely half chub fucking earthworm cock all over Phil's face. Yeah, Jay Grant also look at the condition, obviously, but I'm saying in terms of pricing, is the pricing fair for it? Were there any accidents? Usually, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a deal breaker. If there was an accident, it may have just been something cosmetic and a panel had to be replaced. And look at like what the average fair market
Did you
value.
hear his gold got banned from Twitch?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. That's 100% that I'm going to talk Monday. I'll record it tomorrow. I'll have it up Monday. And he'll be back on there though. Wasn't it 30 days? I mean, it's just without even going into immigration. So a kid's parents are with, and the kid gets shot, and they should get shot. Like, come on, dude. Come on. These people are
He
fucking
committed a
barbarian.
hate CR.
CC Unit did? The dude who always wore the mask? Oh, man. I was thinking about like a RAV4 as well. Thank you. I'm a robust.
You're a robust man. Rich, love me.
The way he said love me was so.
I need that money, I really, really do. Do you do any gaming streams? Hell, that Loose
Yeah, I do
Vietnam
gaming
comes out
streams.
next week, so excited.
I have never heard about that game. I'm thinking maybe the sub-a-thon. Like I said, it's going to be 8 hours. I ain't doing no 12-hour shit on Twitch. Maybe I'll do that bad game stream. I do have that list, though. Make it interesting. I have a 2016 Civic, just finished paying it off this week, still going strong, even when I got into it. Yeah, dude, if you just go for, if you make sure that you do all the scheduled maintenance, I would say if you really like, sometimes, oh, you could change oil every 10K miles. Now change it every fucking 3. Fuck that. Change the oil every 3 to 5, even if they tell you 10. That's because they want to say, like, especially if they're offering like oil changes for life or whatever, if you have a lease there for the life of the lease. That's just, they want to give you less oil changes. And that's like the bare minimum. That's all it is. And if you want to do them, which you should, more frequent than that, then they're like, oh, you know, we only recommend this, but you really want to do it every 3 to 5 instead of every 10. Guess you're going to have to pay. You know, a lot of people don't know that. Like, they're just looking to fucking save a buck. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. They're what they're trying to do is like, yeah, you're right. They may damage. They're just leasing the car. They don't give a shit. And when it's out of lease, it won't be our problem either. So who cares? So when someone buys that car used, though, which there's a decent chance the dealer may not benefit from that financially, it's someone else's problem. If it's sold, if it's not sold at a dealer anyway. Change it every 3 to 5. That way the engine. Well, yeah, and you know what happened? Like, yes, the CVTs and older Nissans, they've improved them and it's way different now. We're shit. But a lot of those issues, if you read into, were caused by people didn't know, like, didn't change their fucking CVT fluids the way they should have. They didn't flush them the way as frequently as they should have. That's what it really was. Now, they were shit. if they weren't as shit, that wouldn't be an issue. You know? Yeah, dude, through
There you go,
legalized free
boys.
43 months, dude. Thank
The
you.
most important thing to do is transmute fluid.
That is true. Nissan's, yeah, their CVTs are shit, but
Yawn
what I
count 20.
and I'm not
You should
trust.
take powerful Desi chai.
No, dude, that's the other thing, dude. I'm too much with caffeine. That became like when food got replaced with caffeine. Right? So you know what though? You're right. I know
Just
it
be
is.
yourself rich. Streaming erratically is part of your character. Never change.
It's
Be true
yeah,
to yourself.
I hear you and you're not wrong, but I gotta at least go for it because it's not just about this. I feel like shit physically when I do the insane hours. Mentally too. It fucks with my mental health too. So it's actually kind of, admittedly, if I'm going to be fully transparent, it's from a selfish perspective, I'm like, yeah, this is not working. I feel like a fucking zombie. You know? Go till 7 a.m. You're out of your fucking mind. Never blowing bubbles. Yeah, dude. And I was like, dude, I drank. Why can't I fall asleep? Like, motherfucker, you basically had an energy drink right before bed. And like, if I'm working on something like the eGPU or some shit like that, man, I'm lounging right now. You lose track of time and you think like, I'll be able to fall. No, it caught up with me again. Like that was where like, this is insanity. You know, and I got to stop kicking the can down the road with Twitch too. That's why I'm going to do that subathon stream. Maybe I'll make it for that if we hit the 100 subs. I'm trying to do 100, I think, that day. Tall order, but if we do, then I'll go to the city. I think that'll work. I got the camera for it. I'll do that. Nah, yeah, you're right, dude. Like,
Take
drink.
his mental health advice. Drink beer if sad.
That's true. Oh, dude, but the thing is, like, everything I drink is fucking caffeinated, Kane. It is not good. I know that.
I'm glad
I know
Apple
that.
caved and gave us USB-C.
Yeah, you can thank the EU. You know, you can thank for that again. The EU. Oh, wow. The Switch 2 is getting a replaceable battery. Thanks, EU. The Joy-Cons are getting replaceable batteries. Thanks, EU. Companies are looking to sue Sony because they think that it's going to be anti-consumer for if they don't have some way to make it more to protect people's rights with digital games. Thanks, EU and Brazil. If it wasn't for the EU, we wouldn't be getting any of this shit. We might get, because what happens is, instead of them making like a different model for the States where the battery isn't, it's just in their best financial interest, like Nintendo, to bring that Switch 2 everywhere. So we benefit from legislation that isn't meant for us because the corporation's like, well, if we have to fucking fit this standard in Europe, we might as well make it worldwide. It'll be cheaper. You know? Yeah, you know what actually I want? Either a RAV4 or I want a blue Impala, like a 2009. I don't give a. Is that the one with the good engine? I'll have to ask Intro because there's 2 6s. One of the 6s in that vintage Impala is dog shit. It's horrible.
Saudi Arabia
legalized.
bought EA. Any thoughts?
Aren't
Or
the
farts?
isn't the Kushners involved in that? I hate what's going on. I really do. I'd buy a Super. I want to own something. Just own it. No more leasing. No more fucking bullshit. But yeah, I like blue.
I usually keep my caffeine to the morning now, stopped in the evening. I just have 6 shots in the morning, which is more than the max daily allowance.
Which is quite, I probably am up there with you, if not beat you, sadly. That's why I have to fucking stop. But that's my other fucking problem. Is that I would drink it right before bed. And it's just not good for me. Like, obviously it's important to what I'm doing here to be more structured. I've been saying that since before I did it full time, just being honest. But it's like, nah, it's fucking with me, man. Like, if there's any more impetus to do this, man, I wish I had more energy because I'm having fun, but it's like, yeah, dude. Well, yeah, it was a bridge. Like, I was wired from working on Kane, the eGPU stuff. Fucking, the thing is cool. And having that drink, and then I'm laying down, and like the sun was actually down when I lay down, and then I'm still awake, and I turn around
Listen,
and it's
don't buy
sunny out.
cars go with horse and a wagon.
I'm just gonna fucking drive around in a fucking thong on an e-bike and just wave to all of you. You know, it's funny. I always I've told this story, I think, to you guys a bunch of times. When I first started at IBM, Grant, I see QVC. Oh yes, I heard about that with QVC, Grant. Where she's like, oh, it's just like giving a blowjob, and she meant to be like with some, like, whatever it is when you blow out when you go to like a hairstylist, and she said blowjob instead. Oh God. Oh man, I'm genuinely gonna miss QVC and all them when they're good. They're in bankruptcy. They're in chapter 11 or 7. You know. We'll go for like another, probably about actually, I should do more of these just shooting the shit streams. I'm pretty good at it. I'm not like Phil where I just stare at the chat. So yeah, I think the thing too, and hey, if I miss a day, now again, like I said, Monday, doing something with my kids, that shit will happen occasionally. That obviously takes precedent. And weekends, like I said, will be wild cards. If I get content up during the weekends, right? If I do a stream during the weekends, all my kids are here, great. Chances are probably not.
Try tart cherry juice and chamomile 30 minutes before bed.
I might do that. I'm not kidding. Actually, matter of fact, let me copy and paste it to my infamous, everyone says, oh no, Rich is putting something on the fucking, in the notepad. That means it's going into the ether. And well, you're not wrong. Well, actually, what I'll do as I'm in between my massive yawns, I'm going to take that capture card downstairs after I'm done here and start running benchmarks on the Intel version of that computer. The Intel, the B390 integrated graphics are no joke. They're like, what did they say? Like a 2060, which is better than the 890. There's the in AMD 890M integrated graphics. That was on the other Steam machine from Boss Game that I put together. That thing was great. But that's not as powerful as the B390 integrated graphics from Intel. But the Intel B390 integrated graphics pale in comparison to AMD's integrated graphics, which are the 8060S integrated graphics, which is kind of like the equivalent of a desktop 3060 Ti. So you have the 890M from AMD at the bottom end, still a good GPU, integrated graphics. Then you have the Intel's B390 in between, and then you have for integrated graphics, the king is still the 8060S from Radeon. How many compute units? I don't know, but all I know is for an integrated graphics, it's a fucking monster. Yes, I still have that fucking JVC. I do.
So what happened? Did you, Harmon, and Eric riot together on the top bunk? How come you didn't invite me? I said come.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Come on. It's too fucking weird. Oh, I got a shit. That's just bloody GB. Yes, I'll still do a decent length stream tomorrow for EDP, but I gotta be up at like 8, do something I'm gonna be out there the whole day with my kids at their day camp. That's why I'm saying this will start Tuesday. Because I don't want to say, hey guys, see you Monday. Well, I'm going to be doing the stream tomorrow, but see you Monday, 4:30. And then, oh yeah, the first day I can't actually stick to it. There you go. Congratulations. I want to hit the applause again. So yeah. Yep. All right. I know it's a relatively short stream, but I am fucking cooked. And I am going to go run some benches on that computer because today is the day to do it because I'll be doing the stream tomorrow. And then it's still going to be a crazy week no matter what. So thank you very much. I felt like that was something. I do think it is fairly important. I tried to make it so it didn't seem like I was being melodramatic. That's why I put that at the end of the fucking title because I don't want to do a Keith Edwards. It's over. It's happening.
Holy shit!
Oh, it's 15. You stop it at 15. I can't believe it. He did it. What's happening? Anyway, gonna go run some benches because it's relatively early. Go to bed. I'll see you all tomorrow for the EDP. It starts at 5. I think the video launches, but we're gonna start earlier. And have a great evening, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for a full-length stream. I appreciate all of you. And, yeah, I need to get a better sleep schedule. I'm too old for doing this random shit. Stay sexy. We didn't hit the goal. God damn it. See you all tomorrow.